Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back once again to watch this video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my honest experience as a master's student studying at the University of Glasgow. I recently just completed my master's and I feel like I'm in a good position to give you guys my experience, tell you guys how it's been, so that you can decide if you do want to come here or if you don't want to come here anymore. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about diversity at the university, the teaching at the university, safety while you're living in Glasgow, accommodation, and the social life here in Glasgow, and most importantly, career opportunities while you're studying and after you finish studying. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first thing is diversity at the university, and this for me was very important because I needed to know if there were diverse people on my course at the university and even in the city where I plan to live. So I'm happy to say that the University of Glasgow is extremely diverse, and you see that once you come on campus you meet people from like all over the world literally, and you get to embrace people's culture, learn about people's like culture, and just get to know people from all over the world. For my course, it was like 80% international students, so they're like people from all over the country, all over the world on my course, and that's how it is like all over the university. I don't really know about other universities in Glasgow, but I know for University of Glasgow there's like so many people, different people, so you will definitely find people from your country. I don't even think there's any country that there's no like community or society at the university, because the university has like different country societies. So there's Indian society, there's Nigerian society, there's Ghanaian society, there's the Caribbean society, there's like Turkish society. Every country has their society, so that's how diverse the university is. And personally for me, I've not actually experienced any form of racism during my time here, but I have known people who have experienced some sort of racism while they were here, from people living in the city or like from fellow students, and that is just like how it is. Like there'll always be bad people, horrible people who would say what they're not supposed to say or do what they're not supposed to do. And personally, like I said, I haven't experienced this, but I recently met someone. So because this is an honest video, I'm going to be telling you guys every single thing. I'm giving you guys true honesty. A few months back, someone actually reached out to me saying that she wanted to do a survey of students living in Glasgow and their experiences with institutional racism, and it was horrible for me to hear that she had experienced that on her course with her fellow students, and people that she had interviewed had also experienced racism as well. Just like I said, I know people who have also experienced racism, so I don't think there's any place that you will not experience this. Like, I don't really know, but I would say that people in Glasgow are really friendly. They may even be too friendly, but like the people here are really friendly, really helpful, and I don't know, like racists will always be racist. They'll always be there. They'll always be horrible. They'll probably never change. They may just never say out, but I don't think they'll ever change being racist. But for me, I've had a good time here. Yes, I have gotten like side comments like at my workplace from like one random man who was like, is there anyone in this restaurant that's actually Scottish? Honestly, like the University for Diversity is really good, and I have not known anybody personally that has gotten discriminated based on their race, especially at the university and when it comes to participating or like coming up for stuff. So yeah, the next thing is teaching at the university, and I would say that the University of Glasgow is amazing. I have learned so much from my course. Like, I don't regret doing my master's, especially doing it in the UK, and most especially doing it at my university. If you're doing any lab-based course, then you're absolutely blessed because you have like so much opportunities to learn loads of like new things, especially if you have like a theoretical background and then you get to do more practicals. Is really good. So if you're coming to the University of Glasgow and you're doing a lab-based course, like maximize maximize your opportunity, because you have like a space of time that you can learn like so many things that will give you skills for like a job after, and you should basically maximize that opportunity. So for teaching, the lecturers here are very helpful. I would say that because of like the strikes and everything, you may not get the best experience, even though I would always say my course, they actually did quite good, because even though there were some days that the lecturers did go on strike, beforehand they would send you a message. Like, I had this amazing professor who, before the strike, she sent out a list of the reason why she was going on strike, and like it was just a whole list apologizing that this is why I'm going on strike. I know like it's going to affect you, but I'm going to make up. So they always did try to make up for the lost time if they did go on strike and things like that. But I do also know people who were gravely affected by the strike, especially when it comes to assessments and even like the final grades. But for me, I didn't have that experience. I don't know. I would say one thing I did not find very nice is the marking scheme for the University of Glasgow. I think it's a bit too strict, because it's like graded out of 22 points, which I don't know where it came from, but most people get grades over 100, but we get graded over 22 points. And I think like 18 to 22 is an A, and if you get 17, I think it's a B, and it's just really complicated. But if you do come here, then you would need to like understand how they do grade. And for me, I did find it too strict. But if you get the hang of the teaching method here, the marking scheme, and the way you should do your assessments, because if you're coming from another country, the writing styles are different, everything is different, the teaching approach is different, so you need to adapt to the new way, the new method, before you like get used to it, and then you start doing better with your grades. But not everybody will find it difficult at first. Some people get the hang of it, while others will need some time to get used to the system before they finally adapt. That was my case. But the teaching is good. I've had a good experience and I've learned so much. If you're coming here, like, have this in mind, that you have like the opportunity to get so much knowledge, and if you do want to get it, you will, and if you don't want it, then you won't as well. So the third thing is accommodation. And if you want to know about accommodation, I've made like loads of videos, not loads, but like 2 videos on accommodation here in Glasgow. There is one that I will be putting in the cards and description box, telling you how you can beat the accommodation crisis in Glasgow, because there is a heavy one. So you should definitely watch that video after you watch this one. So for accommodation, I always say that if you plan to come to Glasgow, then the time you make that choice, you should make sure that you apply early, get your decision early, pay your deposits early, and then secure your accommodation. Like, it doesn't matter if you are coming in September, like next year, and you are thinking about it now. If you apply now and you get your decision by December, literally apply for your accommodation in December. Don't wait till like last minute, or don't even wait till July or June. Literally book it now, because it's literally crazy. Like, for me, I had to move out from student accommodation and it was horrible. I have found a place now. Maybe I'll do a tour for you guys very soon, maybe. But like I said, there is a crisis, especially with like new students coming in, and like the cost of living crisis, even the ones you see maybe like way above your budget. So it's like always plan early, book early, get your decision early, do everything as soon as you can. So for accommodation options, if you're coming to the University of Glasgow, you have a choice to book the student accommodation from the university, but those may be a bit expensive. but they're close to the university, and once you've applied and you apply early, you certainly get a spot, especially if you're an international student. So international students are usually guaranteed a place at the university accommodation. So if you want to book university accommodation, you do it on the university's website, and for postgraduate halls and undergraduate halls, they are different. The links will be in the description box if you want to go check them out, or you can literally just Google postgraduate accommodation, University of Glasgow. So besides university accommodation, there are private student accommodations like the one I stayed at, which the video also be in the description box. You can go watch that as well. That wasn't a university owned accommodation, but that was like owned by Unite Students, which is just a company that houses students, and there are like loads of them as well. But the fact is, they get sold out early because yeah, they're quite cheaper. Especially the one I stayed at was like really cheap. It was like £460 a month, and that included bills, like everything. So we didn't have to pay separately for electricity or anything. Like everything was included in the rent. So to book these private student accommodations, you can use these websites that I'm going to call out for you now. Number one, there's Amber Students, there is Unite Students, and then there is University Living. I'll be putting the list right here for you guys so you can see, and you go to the website. Literally just Google Amber Students and you see their website. Unite Students, you see the website. And if you don't want to live in a student flat, then you can book a private apartment where you could share, or you can get a 1-bedroom flat for yourself if that's what you wish. And you can get that kind of accommodation on several websites. So there's Zoopla, there is Gumtree, there is Spare Room, there is CityLet. The list will be here for you guys. So I got my flat on Spare Room, and I think most people I know got theirs on Spare Room as well. So go on Spare Room, create an account, and put up an ad saying that you want like a flat or a bedroom or a flat share, and this is your budget, and you want to share with, say, guys only or girls only of like 22 to 25. So you can put in your preferences, and then people who have flats and are looking for flatmates can message you and say, oh, I have a place, do you want to meet up, or do you want to come see the place? And then you go to the place, and if you like it, then you sign the lease. So that's how I got mine. But you can use these other websites that I've called out for you. Another one as well is Rightmove. So check all these websites. Like I said, if you want tips on how to get accommodation, go watch my other video. That would be really helpful for you. The next one is social life. I would say that the University of Glasgow has a booming social life, especially because of the unions. So if you're in Glasgow already, or if you plan to come to Glasgow, there is something called Freshers Week, which is really good because you get like so much hives and parties and like really nice events. So the university has like a couple of unions. I only know of 2 unions. There might be 3 or 4, I'm not exactly sure, but I know Queen Margaret Union and the Glasgow University Union. These 2 unions are really good because they organize events for students, and if you come here newly, then it's really good to meet other people, especially if you're undergrad. Postgraduates have theirs as well, but I will not lie that most of the freshers events are tailored to undergraduate students, so you mostly see undergraduates there. I personally haven't been to any of their parties just because I'm not that social a person. But the university has a huge social scene, and there's something for everyone. For me, I wasn't going to parties, but I was going to like jazz gigs and like events at the Glasgow University Union. So those are really good as well. And if you want to have fun outside of the university, there are loads of clubs and pubs all over Glasgow. So if you're really social, then you have no worries because the social life here is amazing. If you go out like on a Friday night or a Saturday night at like 12, like literally everywhere will be booming, especially in the city center, because that's where most of these clubs and most of these like parties like happen. So, and I also think that Glasgow is the city of entertainment in Scotland. So like if you want to go to like concerts, and there's like they always happen here. If you go to the Oval Hydro, it's like really big for like celebrities coming to the like concerts, and like other people come for gigs as well. So if you're into like social life, music, dance, drama, acting, comedy, Glasgow is a good one for you, and you have fun. The next thing I'm talking about is career opportunities, and for this I'm going to split this into two. The first part will be part-time job opportunities, and then graduate job opportunities. So for part-time job opportunities, if you've been following me on my channel or you follow the university, you would know that I work with the university as a student content creator, and I literally got that job through the university's Instagram page. So if you're coming to the University of Glasgow and you want to work for the university or work with the university, just follow their social media platforms. They have an Instagram page that's really active, and I think the unions as well, you can also work with them, and they always put up like job ads once it's like October, November, when they need like new students, because other students will graduate and they'll have slots to take in more students. Be on the lookout for those ads if you want to work with the university. There are also other jobs that you can do for the university as well. My friend used to be a caller for the university, where they call alumni to ask for donations, and you get paid. It's literally like sit down, have fun, and you get paid. But there are other jobs as well in Glasgow. The university also posts job ads for other places that are not the university. So you can see job ads for a tutor or a retail staff, or like volunteer, or like a fundraiser or something like that. So if you do come here, or like when you resume or before you come, just have it in mind that to always follow the university career page. So once you've gotten your login details, you can log into the careers website, and then you see all the ads and you literally just apply to them. So there's like loads of part-time job opportunities. There's so many that you can do. If you want to work in the library as well, you can be a library ambassador. You can also work at the James McCune Smith as a Reacher ambassador, where like people just ask you questions, or you're just standing by in case people like have any questions. So you're not really doing much, but you are. So like those are really good jobs. But you can do like other things as well. You can register with an agency that would have jobs in different parts of the city, and then you choose where you want to work, what time you want to work, depending on your availability. So there's loads of part-time opportunities if you want to work part-time. For career opportunities after you graduate, I would say that the university helps you to get jobs after you've graduated. They help with CV writing classes, and like when it's getting to like your graduation or your course ending, you get all these mails about internship classes or like career fairs to meet employers, and that will be really helpful because you meet employers and then you hear about the job that they have, and then you hear about the jobs that they offer, like students, international students, or even home students, or master students, or undergraduate students, and then you can apply as well. You can even like get people's cards and just have conversations with people. I know somebody that recently got a job at a careers fair, and it wasn't even like, it was like 3 months into her course, which is like really amazing that that can happen. So like never say never. Like you can meet opportunities in different parts, different aspects. And also, like I said, the university is a nurturing ground. Like they give you like the field and say, okay, you have this opportunity, what will you use it to do? So you can gain so many skills that you would need to get a job afterwards. For me, I have gotten a job just after my graduation. I literally started the job like 2 weeks after I finished my master's, and I would say that it was during my master's project that I gained the skills that I used to secure the job I am at now. Maybe I would give you a more in-depth video on how I got the job and the steps you can take to get yours as well when you do graduate. But they are career opportunities for students, especially international students. When you graduate, most people always say that there's less chance that you will get a job, but honestly it is still based on how you sell yourself and how you sell the skills that you have acquired, and also like what you will bring to the company. So if you guys want a video on like my job journey and my search for jobs, then leave a comment in the comment section and I'll make that video for you guys. And the last thing we'll be talking about in this video is safety while you're living in Glasgow and studying in Glasgow. I would say that Glasgow is relatively safe. Like there's nothing that has happened to me or anybody that I know. People would say that Glasgow is considered like a dangerous city. I was literally seeing it on the internet, but I don't think anybody that lives in Glasgow will agree that Glasgow is dangerous. Just like anywhere else though, like you need to be careful, you need to be like vigilant of like where you are. Let people know where you are. Don't just like vanish and not tell anybody where you are. Let people know where you would be or where you should be, or like places that you could possibly be. Don't just like vanish wolf and nobody knows where you are. But Glasgow is safe. You can go about your business, you can go out at night, you can like meet people, you can literally do anything. So like Glasgow is not dangerous. It's not been dangerous to me, and it's not been dangerous to anybody that I know. And it is safe, it is safe, it is safe. I don't know what else to say, but that's all I have to say for this video. If there's anything I missed or any questions that you have that you would like to ask me, leave that comment in the comment section, or you can head down to my Instagram and ask me and I will answer you as well. If there's any like video ideas that you have and you want me to make that for you guys, then leave a comment as well and I'll make that for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.